I told myself I was gonna post weekly, but it's kind of been a while. But yeah, I'm gonna eat and yap because I have time to yap now. Anyway, if you've clicked on the video, chances are you're here to listen about family. And this is just my opinion. Like, I don't have a degree in psychology or like family relationships. So also I'm 19. So if you disagree with me, like, good for you, question mark. I think people put too much pressure on staying in touch with family just because you're blood. And I think that's so stupid. I think that everyone deserves to be around people who help them grow and who serve them in some way, and whom you also serve in some way, like in a healthy way. Like, you guys help each other improve as people. They make you happy, you make each other happy, whatever. And these kinds of people can come as family. They can also come as friends though, and you really don't need a massive circle to be happy. Like, you don't need a massive friend group to feel like you're a social person. Like, you need 2-3 friends, honestly, is enough. Even one really, really good friend. Like, if you have 1 or 2 people that you can call when you're dealing with a very difficult situation, that is plenty of people. Like, you're not gonna have 5,000 people at your funeral. Like, all of your Instagram followers, all of your Snapchat streaks are not going to be there for you in the most difficult of times, because they don't care. All you need is a couple of good friends and hopefully some family if you can. And if not, that's good. You don't need people who are toxic just because they're family. I'm sorry, but like, people act as if family is the most important thing. It's not. I got the idea for this video because I got a comment in my last video about how somebody had a difficult relationship with their mother, and they recently managed to fix it or start fixing it. And that really, it hit close to home, because I think honestly a lot of teenagers go through the phase where they have a difficult relationship with their parents. And I did too, especially I'm a girl, and like, girls have difficult relationships with their mothers, I think, often in their teenage years. But wait, hold on. I think teenagers are really good at holding resentment towards their parents, because no parent is like perfect in every single way. And yeah, there are parents out there who are actually really toxic, and a lot of people do cut contact with their parents. And that's not to say that that's wrong. I think that if a parent is genuinely really hurting you, and you are in the position where you can leave and you don't want to talk to them, that's completely understandable. But I'm saying you have to look at it from a third person perspective. Like, objectively, is your parent worth cutting off? Is there a way for you to fix this relationship? Would they be willing to talk to you about it? Like, would they be willing to change anything? But at the same time, like I said, people put too much pressure in staying with family just because they're blood. And if a family member is hurting you, if they're manipulative, if they're physically abusive, wait, there's my cat. If you have a family member who is physically abusive, or like verbally abusive, or in any way just hurting you, and they really don't serve a positive purpose in your life whatsoever, in my opinion, you should cut them off. Just because they're family, it doesn't mean that you need to be around them. See, with friends, you can choose who you will love, and you can pick the right people, and you can decide who you know will be there for you. But for family, it's kind of like family almost has to be there for you, and when they're not, you still have to forgive them just because they're family. You don't. You don't need to forgive anything. If a family member is hurting you, you do not need to be around them. You can cut them off. You do not need to stay with them just because it is controversial to cut off family. So that's why I think like you have to pick your battles. If a family member is not directly hurting you, but you still hold resentment towards them for some reason, but it is fixable, I think you should absolutely try to fix it. I fixed my relationship with my mother, I think, because she was never directly hurting me. It was just, she was like, it was a side effect of another family member. She didn't really know how to help me. But I forgave her for that, and I understand that she also has her perspective, and that she, like, this was her first time being a mother, and she doesn't know everything. She didn't know everything about how to help me and how to do everything right. But if another person is directly hurting you, causing you harm, and they don't even try to change, or they say that they will change and then they don't, and you can see that, and it's like a cycle. It happens all the time. They try to change, or they pretend to change, and they slowly like reverse, but very subtly, so that you don't realize it. That's manipulation. Those people are not worth your time. It doesn't matter if you grew up with them. It doesn't matter if you've known them, because you were forced to know them. But you can pick who will be there for you. If a family member is not serving your life in any positive way, there is no reason for them to be there. You were forced to meet them, but you have the choice to leave. You don't have to stay with them just because you've known them your whole life. So that's my opinion on family and toxic family members. Pick your battles. Really look into objectively who has actually wanted to hurt you, and towards whom you're only holding resentment because of something that they didn't do, maybe. Like, if they didn't help you enough, it doesn't mean that they've directly hurt you. Maybe they've hurt you indirectly, but that is something that you can talk to them about, and that is maybe something that is fixable. But if there is a person who is genuinely just a very toxic presence, then you don't need to stay around them just because they're family. And if you're a minor and you have to stay around them right now, like, you have to remember that this is not going to be forever. Like, you don't have to do anything crazy to, like, you don't have to like run away from home, or like, I don't know, just, you have to keep in mind that it's not going to last forever. Like, teenage years go by so quickly, and you're going to be an adult before you even know it, and you're going to move out for like university, or for a job, or even like you might get married, or you just might move out. Like, you never know what life is going to give you, so just keep that in mind.